Hi neighbor, my name is Hannah and welcome back to my channel Pretty Hippie Me. Today is a rainy day and I'm going to the mall because I am going on a mission and I want to make a few videos about this topic. But since I've lost weight recently, I'm basically around the size now that I was when I was in high school, and it is prom season. So I'm curious, if I was going to prom now in the same body that I had when I was in high school, what dresses would I wear and where would I shop and how would it work? It's been 10 years since my first prom, my junior prom, and I'm hoping that things have changed and that there are more options available for plus size young ladies in stores. So I want to visit as many stores as I can so I can try on prom styles and see what's out there, what sizes are available, and what sizes would fit me if I was going to prom right now. Today I'm going to start by going to Macy's. It's America's department store. They should have a lot of options, but I'm not really sure. My mall is kind of small, so I have no idea what to expect for the selection. So I guess let's just go in there and see what happens. Okay guys, so I'm at Macy's and I just pulled some dresses and we have a lot to talk about. Even with the help of a very nice employee at Macy's, I was only able to find juniors dresses up to a size 13/14. And then I went into the adult women's section and then the plus size section. So we've got a variety of dresses here to show you, and hopefully you see something that you might like for prom, but I have a feeling that a lot of these are not going to fit me right. We'll see. I think this is the most that I can finagle this dress into getting onto my body. Ignore my shoes, which are obviously not prom shoes, but so this is from the juniors section. It's a size 13. It is a stretchy fabric, but not stretchy enough for this body. So here's the thing. So I'm wearing a bra that is not particularly push-uppy today, but it is definitely still not going to fit. It does have a built-in paddedness, so there's a potential that if I was to try this on with no bra, it might work for me, but like probably not. Like someone who has a significantly smaller bust than me, like me when I was in high school, might be able to make this dress work. However, if you share my hip measurements, you will find that the skirt is a bit short. I am certainly not comfy with going out and dancing in a skirt this length. So that's personal taste to you guys. This is more of a junior prom look, but if you're my height and my measurements, this isn't going to work for you. If they had a size 15 or 17, then this could definitely work, but they didn't. Maybe it's available online, I'm not sure. On to the next one. Okay, this is another size 13 dress, and it's a forest green color, I'm not sure, or hunter green color, I'm not sure how it's going to show up on camera, and I thought for a second that this was going to fit because it fit over my hips because it's a stretchy fabric. However, my arms are fully constricted by these off-the-shoulder sleeve things, and I literally cannot reach back to zip up my dress. So, again, if they had a 15 or 17 on the floor, there was some potential here, and I like the style of it. So, you know, if you like this dress, you can try to order it online in a 15 or 17 and you might actually have some luck. 13, however, which is the largest, again, the largest size that they had on the floor, is not gonna happen. This is my third dress from the juniors department. It is also a size 13/14. And at this point, you might be asking yourself, Hannah, why do you keep trying on dresses that you're pretty sure are not going to fit you because they're not the right size for you? It is because of moments like this, where there is the potential for hope for somebody. And here's what I mean by that. This dress, it's a long dress with I forget the name of this kind of pleat. It pretty much works on the bottom half of me, which is usually what I consider to be the harder fit. So my suspicion is considering that this can kind of work for the bottom half of me. It's not my favorite feel, but I can fit my body in there. If you really love this dress and you have a smaller bust than me, go give it a shot. Go try it on at your Macy's. This is the size 13, 14 again, and you know, it's too small, but it might only be too small in the bust. I can't tell for sure. I cannot zip it up, but basically I'm not sure if that's because of the bust or because of my rib cage. Compare your measurements to mine. If you have a smaller bust or a smaller waist, then give it a shot. This has some stretch to it. It's a really pretty detail. I like the idea of this dress, and it could work for you. All right, last juniors department dress coming up. Okay, this is my final prom dress from the juniors department. Again, a size 13, and again, far too small. You can see all of the places that it's just not gonna zip up in the back at all. And I really had high hopes for this dress because I really love the style of it. I thought that maybe at least one of the pieces in this two-piece would fit me. I was wrong. My goal with these junior department dresses was to try 4 dresses from 4 different brands in 4 different styles so we could see how a 13 fit in a few different brands that Macy's carries. No surprise, they were all too small, which leads me to wonder, are there ever 15s on the floor? Maybe I just came on a day where there were none. The staff member who worked with me a little bit said that there are sometimes 15s on the floor, generally never 17s though. She said that she did sell 15, 16 just like a minute before I walked over to her. So they exist, but they are rare species, it sounds like. If you want to shop for your prom dress in the actual juniors department, and if you're my size or really above a size 13/14, it seems like you're not going to have much luck. Or you're going to have to try on dresses that partly don't fit you and maybe partly kind of do, like that red dress. Or you have to just really hope that your Macy's has a bigger, better selection than mine. For plus size young ladies like myself, I think it is a good idea to check out the women's formal wear and the plus department. So I'm going to try on a couple of dresses from those departments and see what might be kind of prom looking. Okay, so this is a size 18 Mrs. formal gown from the Mrs. department. It has a lot of nice draping through the midsection, an overlayer that gives some ruched effect, and a slit on the side. Hey combat boots, I'm not gonna wear you to prom. The only complaint that I have about this dress is there's no like padding for a bust support the way that there were in the prom dresses, so you would want to wear a bra underneath, but the line of the bust right here does not allow for a very large bust. I had to like adjust this piece to cover my bra. If I like let it hang how it wants to and pulled this down to where it's supposed to be, it does kind of show off my bra a bit in a way that I don't really want. It does have these handy straps so you can wear a bra without it being too obvious. I'm also not wearing a shaper right now, and of course if I was wearing a shaper, some of these lines would be a little smoother. So I can see this working for prom for someone who wants a little more subtle look because it's not super blingy. It does have an all over glitter though, which I think is really nice and will totally like shine brightly. It doesn't really necessarily look like a prom dress, but I think you can take it there if you add some blingy accessories like a blingy belt, a tiara, good jewelry, that kind of stuff. This dress also came in like a charcoal gray color, and this dress in both colors was the only thing in the Mrs. department that I found in an 18 actually. I didn't even find a 16 to be honest. Now, while I was in the Mrs. department, I was chatting with the staff member a lot, so I wasn't as focused in my search, so there could have been a 16 or 18 there, because they had some really extravagant dresses, and they might have them in your local Macy's in a 16 or an 18. But, you know, just putting myself in the situation of a girl going prom shopping, at my Macy's I didn't see anything other than this in a size 18. It's a pretty dress. And you know, I think that it's an option for prom, but it definitely doesn't give off the prom vibe the same way the other dresses did. But it depends on your taste. Maybe you don't love bling and prints, and maybe this is a perfect dress for you. So this is something that could work for you in the Mrs. Formal department. So the next section of clothing I need to show you is from our plus department at my Macy's. But just about that, the staff member told me that they're phasing out our Macy's Plus department. So it's very small. It had no formal wear section or dresses section. All that it did have was one rack of plus size items that had been returned that were formal and had been returned from online or from other Macy's locations. I don't know if all plus size Macy's sections are getting eliminated or just the one in my store. It's unclear to me, but that's the state of what's going on in mine anyway. So if you like any of the dresses that you see me pulling from the plus department, I recommend going online to look for them. I don't love that. You know that I love trying on in store, but hopefully you can take inspiration from how they fit on me and my measurements, and that can inform your buying decisions if you do buy online. So my first dress option from the plus department is this size 2X burgundy dress with a black brocade and floral detail. I picked this dress up because it was by a juniors company, so it's definitely a younger style, although it does seem to me a little bit more kind of Christmas than prom necessarily. But if you're somebody who loves these like dark colors, maybe you have a more edgy goth kind of style, this could totally work for you for a junior prom. It's a size 2X, and based on the way that the top half of it is fitting me, I think I would want to try sizing down to a 1X myself, because the shoulder feels like too far over, and the waistline, it's like just a little bit too low, and usually for me that's a sign that the dress is too big. If it lined up with my actual waist, which is a little bit higher, I get all this bunching, so I need to size down. So that means that if your body measurements are a little bit bigger than mine, this dress in a 2X will probably be perfect for you. And the length is good. I'm not going to flash anybody. And it's probably a dress that you could glam up if you wanted to, wearing some blingy jewelry or a blingy belt, all of those things, a tiara, whatever you want to do for your prom. I thought it was worth showing you because it is a junior style and it might be available on Macys.com. But this was one of very few juniors plus items that I saw in my Macy's. So I hope that this is still available online if you like it. Okay, here's another pull from my plus department, and it's by the same brand as that burgundy dress that I just showed you, which is called Love Squared, by the way. So it's a long kind of royal blue, primary blue jersey dress with this knot here at the waist. It has sashes so that you can tie the waist according to your own measurements in the back. And overall, it's fine. It doesn't really scream prom to me. It's more of a like formal bridal shower or something like that. It's kind of like a maxi dress for the evening, or like a girls' day brunch, or I'm not really sure. But I think it could be turned into something prom worthy by stepping it up with accessories and jewelry and adding some bling and sparkle where there is none right now. You'll also notice that it is a bit short for me. So if you're as tall as me and you want to wear heels, I don't recommend getting a full length gown from this company because that's their full length, which is not full length for us. So I'm not really impressed by this dress. It's a fine dress for something, but even though it was with all the other formal dresses, I don't think it's a formal prom dress in my opinion. And the fabric quality is fine for every day. It's not as special and exciting as I would wear to a prom. So I'm gonna take this off. We gotta move on to something better. Oh my god, guys, finally a dress that I'm happy about. This dress is a floral short dress with a pleated skirt and pockets, by Trixie. Trixie is spelled Trixxi. It's another kind of juniors brand, but it's a size 16W. I love the neckline. I love the silhouette. I have enough coverage to wear a bra for support. I love the pockets for sure. The length is good. It's got enough coverage without feeling super long because it is above my knee. And it's just like fun and cute. And the fabric, even though it is stretchy, so there's some give to it, it doesn't look cheap. Like some juniors plus fabrics that are stretchy, that like almost satiny material that's on a lot of prom dresses. This looks like that, but it's actually like a ponte knit, so it's got some stretch and some give to it. To be honest, this dress, it's a 16W. It feels really nice in my measurements, but the dress is basically not experiencing any stretch on my body. It's a pretty perfect fit. So somebody who is a little bit bigger than me, I think could still wear this dress because there's room for it to stretch and you might fill it out a little bit more, but it would still fit you appropriately without you having to size all the way up to another size. I think this is a really cute dress for junior prom, for graduation, for a special event of any kind. And that's the only struggle that I have with this dress. It's a very versatile dress, so for some girls it might not feel prom-y enough. For me, I feel like it's a special occasion because of the way the neckline is built, and because of the quality of the fabrics and the pleating. And again, you can always glam it up to make it feel a little bit more special if a floral dress doesn't feel special enough to you. I really enjoy this dress. It's a great fit for someone with my measurements. I think that it was from, oh no, it's on clearance, which is something that I wanted to avoid because clearance styles are very hit or miss. You might have them in your local Macy's, you might not. They might be available online, they might not. And I didn't realize that this was on clearance, so I'm annoyed that I brought a clearance style in here to show you. But it's a really nice fit, so a similar dress to this, if this one's not available anymore, you can get a similar dress by the brand Trixie, Trixxi, and it'll fit you nicely. And hey, maybe they have something like this in a floor length and you could wear that to your senior prom. Okay guys, I have one more dress to show you. This is my last dress from the Women's Plus department, and I feel like it's a great place to wrap up because this is so characteristic of the type of dress that is usually available for formal wear in a Women's Plus size. This is a size 14W. It's a wrapped style through the waist. We have some nice lace and gem up in the bust. We have this sheer long sleeve with lace and bling detail. We have some lace on the neck as well, and it's higher, kind of like a boat neck. Here's my thoughts on this dress. I don't think that it was made for junior or senior prom. I think that it was made for a mother of the bride, a gala, a banquet, and I mean it fits me very nicely. So this brand is called Xscape, Xscape. If you like this style, maybe you are somebody who wants to wear something more modest, I recommend looking them up and seeing what else they have to offer. But I struggle with it because this is the only true plus size women's formal gown that was in our plus section, and the only way that it could be built for a prom is if it really is meant for that modest customer. It is definitely a special occasion, like this isn't something you would wear to your New Year's Eve party or your Christmas party. It's just not super young looking in this eggplant purple and the long sleeves. If I was shopping for prom right now, if it was my junior prom, I would have gone with the previous dress. If I was looking for my senior prom, I would have found nothing at Macy's because this is the only one fit for a senior prom that actually fits my body, and it's just not my style at all. It's a very mature style, and it's a shame that this is as fancy as it gets in the plus department. It is very covered and very mature. So The quest for actual cute plus-size prom dresses will continue. We'll wrap up in a second. I just spoke with another employee at Macys who seems to be in management, and she said that most of the Macy's store locations are getting rid of their plus size section, which is crazy to me. She said that the very biggest Macy's stores will keep them, that I guess have enough in-person business to support it, but a lot of the employees at the Macys that I was just shopping at were complaining about how it's such a sad move and it's going to lose them business, and they're not happy about the change, and I'm sure the customers are not either. It seems like a recent announcement and everybody at the Macys is kind of struggling with the news. So it's nice to know that there's people out there sympathizing with me and with my plight and your plight trying to buy clothing in 2020 without having to shop online because I need to try things on. But it is really sad that companies are making these changes and getting rid of plus sections. It's insane to me when the modern American woman is an average size of a 16 to an 18. And when your normal Mrs. section barely carries any 16 or 18s, the size of the average American woman, how can you get rid of plus size sections? It doesn't make any sense to me. So that's the story at Macys anyway. So that was my experience shopping at Macys for prom dresses, and what a weird, strange experience. I'm definitely shook that a lot of Macys are going to be losing their plus size departments. I always felt like department stores like Macy's and JCPenney and Nordstrom are kind of the go-to places for plus size shopping. They're reliable, and you're supposed to be able to go into a department store and find something plus sized. But now even Macy's, this like classic American figurehead, is going to be cutting down their plus departments so much. They're not completely eliminating them, and they're going to be available online, but the fact that most Macy's stores are losing their plus department is a huge shame. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. And again, it makes me think that Macy's just doesn't want plus size women shopping inside their store wearing their clothing. It's either that, or like I've said before, they just assume that plus size women love shopping online, but hi, no, we don't. We shop online because we have to. But online brands like ModCloth, Fashion Nova, other popular online plus brands, if they had brick and mortar stores, I would be there in a heartbeat, and I would spend so much money there. I literally choose not to buy those brands because they're online and I can't try them on, and whenever I do order, it's super inconsistent. Anyway, you all know how I feel about brands that have plus departments and then either send them online or get rid of their plus department. I feel like it's just rude and discriminatory, and it sucks because the modern American woman is only getting larger. So putting that aside, I was not surprised that my Macy's did not carry any sizes above a 13 in their juniors department. I remember when I was a teenager, I never shopped at Macy's because they just never had anything that fit me. It's sad that it's still that way, even though it's 10 years later, but I'm not surprised. Macy's has never really struck me as a very forward-thinking brand, so I can get why they still don't have a juniors plus department. The styles that they did have were pretty, but they just didn't have anything that would have fit me. And honestly, I'm on the smaller end of the plus size spectrum. So if you're watching this and you're wondering whether or not you can buy a prom dress at Macy's, you need to go to a large Macy's that has a plus size department and hope that they have some young looking items in their plus department. Or if your measurements are like mine, hope that they have some size 16s and 18s on the floor in their Mrs. department formal wear section. They do have some really beautiful Mrs. formal wear options, just my Macy's did not have a lot of 16s or 18s, which is where I fit with my measurements. If you're wearing above a size 18, you really have to just hope for the best with the plus size department, if your store still has a plus size department, or you have to order online. For me, that means that basically if I was shopping for prom right now, I wouldn't be able to shop at Macy's. And that's a shame, but that's just the truth of the matter. So I'm glad that I figured that out, and I hope that it's helpful information for you as you are going about your prom shopping. If you liked any of the styles that I tried on in a 13, go ahead and check online because they might have similar styles or even the same ones in extended sizing online. I hope that you find your perfect prom dress. I have another video coming soon about another store where I tried on prom dresses, so stick around for that one if Macy's did not look like it was going to work for you. Until then, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you leave all of your reactions and comments and thoughts in the comments below. I really want to hear from you if this was helpful, but also I want to hear your opinions on the dresses, what you thought about Macy's, again, closing their plus size department in so many stores. Just tell me everything. While you're down there commenting, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and set your notifications to all. I am approaching 50 subscribers, which doesn't feel like a big number, but to me it is. And I would love to be at 100 soon, and I would be so grateful if you were one of them. Thank you so much again for watching. I really appreciate you spending your time with me. So much love. Bye.